nature, all is automatic. You fools hurt. Jesus will.
She don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. That I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up and you see.
It is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Second down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling, go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal is there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now back to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. Touchdown, Washington. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the arm.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success. 19 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
53 is the mic. They can't hang with us.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
34.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
On third down, Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
First and goal.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They're going to look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
The ball carrier.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. Gibson. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
On 3rd down, it's Gibson, and he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes this Washington 14, Bengals 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here we go on 4th down with Burrow. It's caught. Cameron left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Going to give this time to the tailback. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Lutz with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Open man here, Sims complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Steven Sims. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Pulled in at the 24. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Right back to him on first down. And some space here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Makes the score.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. DJ Reader there on the tackle. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And this is caught at the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Steven Sims Jr., his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
The score, Bengals 28, Washington 21.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt the return.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A 3-yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Watch the slap, watch the slap. Lights 59, lights 59.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. look to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game. And
if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On play action, they'll throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
On first down, Chamberlain. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into it.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at the 34. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Gets this one quickly out wide. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Check 59, Mike is 59, Mike is 59. That's the run, that's the run, that's the run. 18, right here.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And Cameron has it over the middle.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
27-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because...
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
Point after here coming up. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
He is good. Makes the score Bengals 38, Washington 28.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
A nice run on 1st down gets him 6 yards to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Now they try the right side here. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
In my book, that's running the ball well,
2 yards,
but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards on the ground. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
The pass.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
At the 37-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running.
Washington.
They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He'll drop to throw, and he finds McLaurin. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Bengals 45. Washington.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, They want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Check 20.
Now a handoff looking right. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 10, and he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll go. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Carl Lawson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
2nd down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
For the point after.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one, because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
53, check 53. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On 2nd down, Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Burrow looking to pass. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
11 on the play. First down, Washington.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Von Bell. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals,